Arbys' recent offbeat image has an unlikely root in the baseball book Moneyball. Arbys Arbys holding company Roark Capital has agreed to buy Buffalo Wild Wings. Arbys CEO Paul Brown will run both fast food chains. Brown said his remarkable turnaround of the Arbys brand was inspired by Michael Lewis Moneyball. Arbys' parent company has seen such success under CEO Paul Brown that it's handed him another struggling franchise to turn around, Buffalo Wild Wings. On Tuesday, Roark Capital agreed to acquire the wing chain for $2.9 billion, operating it as a privately held subsidiary of Arbys Restaurant Group, which will be run by Brown. In a July interview, Brown explained that he was inspired by Michael Lewis Moneyball, imagining Arbys as an underdog against bigger, richer organizations. In 2016, Arbys had its best year ever. The fast food chain brought in $3.7 billion in sales, with an average of $1.1 million in sales per store in the U.S., up 20% from 2013. To put that into context, the revenues at McDonald's were $24.6 billion in that same time, and its ad spending alone was $734.6 million. Brown joined Arbys as its CEO in May 2013. The controlling stakeholders gave him the task of revitalizing a 50-year-old company that had lost relevancy, trailing behind fast food rivals such as McDonald's. Brown came to see this gap as a disciplining advantage over its richer rivals, he told Business Insider. This situation reminded him of one of his favorite management books, one that most people would associate more with baseball history, Lewis' 2003 classic, which was later adapted into an Oscar-nominated film. Moneyball tells the story of how the Oakland's manager Billy Beane transformed the game of baseball during the team's 2002 season. The team had the third lowest budget in Major League Baseball, limiting the ability to grow a star-studded team. Beane stretched its budget by building a team based on hard data and research rather than traditional scouting techniques and intuition. The As became one of the most successful teams in the MLB. Brown saw Arbys as the Oakland As, and McDonald's as the wealthy New York Yankees. The Pharrell tweet from 2014 became a turning point for finding the brand's voice. Arbys, so when you look at it that way, you've got to do things differently, Brown said. We had to come up with a way of talking about ourselves in a voice that actually stood out, but we also had to be more creative about all the channels that you could use to get the message out. In other words, Arbys needed to do more with less. Around 6 months into Brown's tenure as CEO, Rob Lynch joined Arbys as its new CMO. One of Lynch's first moves was changing ad agencies, switching to Publicis and agreeing on a comprehensive brand identity that both employees and customers could unite behind. With the direction of Brown and Lynch, Arbys underwent some Moneyball moves. Television spots with the cheeky slogan "We have the meats" showcased new and classic menu items, rather than more elaborate vignettes. The social media manager was given more freedom. The light bulb turned on in January 2014, when he tweeted at the Ian Pharrell Williams, who gave his Grammy performance in a large hat that looked similar to the one in Arbys' logo. Pharrell responded and the tweet went viral. After the success of the Pharrell tweet, Brown and Lynch decided that the Arbys social media presence was going to neither too corporate nor like it was trying too hard to be cool. New social media employees ended up creating a brand persona that interacted with fans on a level that felt organic. Arbys' marketing team decided it wouldn't take itself too seriously. Before Jon Stewart retired from The Daily Show in 2015, it responded with an ad highlighting some of his meanest jokes about the fast food chain and told him that they would miss him. It targeted niche audiences. The Arbys Facebook team is particularly adept at connecting with the video game community, making obscure, nerdy references that fans engage with. Last year it celebrated deer hunting season with limited run venison sandwiches in prime deer hunting communities. Particularly amusing marketing decision that brought together these principles was the sponsorship of the English professional golfer Andrew Johnston, a bearded, lighthearted guy with the nickname Beef. When their unusual sponsorship got significant media attention, Arbys decided to sponsor the 2017 PGA Tour. We don't have the budget to throw our logo all over the place, Lynch told ESPN after the announcement. But this will make people look twice, so we think it's both ludicrous and awesome that we pulled this off. This is an updated version of a story that ran on July 19, 2017.